guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Melissa. I am a registered dietitian, and here on my channel we talk about all things food and nutrition. Today we are talking about kind of a hot topic buzzword thing, and that is superfoods. So I feel like superfood is such a buzzword term. It's used so often these days, and it's just everywhere in terms of food marketing, and I think the term can be kind of confusing. So today we're going to talk about it. What is a superfood? Is there even such thing as a superfood, and should you be eating all sorts of superfoods? I am going to answer all of those questions right now. So according to the good old internet, the definition of a superfood is a nutrient-rich food that is considered to be especially good for health and well-being. So, I mean, that sounds good, I guess, but I feel like that term can kind of describe a lot of different things, pretty much every fruit and vegetable. I also went on Urban Dictionary to see what do people actually think superfood means, and I found, computer, a common marketing buzzword that refers to any foodstuff that isn't an artificial amalgamation of corn syrup and hydrogenated oil, or food that is extra expensive for no reason and has no extraordinary nutritional value. So that's what superfoods are. Basically, when it comes down to it, I feel like the major part of the definition of superfood is the term marketing. The term superfood was basically created by people who market foods to try to make it sound like these specific foods had some sort of superpower and were especially good for you. By the way, if you have never heard this term and you're not really sure what foods are superfoods, some kind of common trendy ones recently are things like acai berries, kale, quinoa, chaga mushrooms, turmeric, things of that nature. So really these kind of trendy foods that are said to have some sort of miracle property about them that makes them superfoods. So normally when something is a superfood, it's marketed as something that is particularly nutrient dense or has a particular combination of nutrients that is going to do something for your body that no other food can. And a lot of times that something has to do with weight loss or curing something, or just some huge overall claim of why this food is a superfood and what exactly it is going to do for your body that just nothing else can do. And it's a pretty good marketing tool. When you see a food on a shelf that is promising some big health claim, it's hard not to kind of buy into that. So there have actually been a couple studies showing kind of the effectiveness of the term. So some studies show that people are willing to pay more money for foods that provide a health claim or provide some sort of health benefit. And claims on labels have been shown to have a big difference when it comes to swaying people into thinking a food is healthy or not. And to show kind of what a buzzword this has become, there has been a 36% increase in the amount of foods labeled a superfood or superfruit or super grain in the last 2 years. And going along with that, superfoods like kale, quinoa, and chia seeds have shown consistently increasing sales in the last 2 years. So what really is the scoop on superfoods? If you haven't kind of picked up on my attitude towards them by now, there's really no such thing as a superfood. There is no food that is going to cure something or make you lose weight simply by eating that food. Sure, these things that are labeled as superfoods are healthy, and my problem with the term superfood and labeling these fruits and vegetables or supplements or whatever it is as superfoods is that by marketing a food that way, you are swaying people into thinking that that food is the answer and that food is what is best for them. So instead of adapting a overall healthy diet and balance, they just add that one food into their diet. And then going along with that, if they eat that food or drink that drink or take that supplement for a short period of time and they don't see results, they're just gonna stop doing it and go back to the way that they were eating before, rather than having built an overall healthy diet with lots of fruits and vegetables. Instead, they just started eating a bunch of kale, and now they hate kale because they've eaten so much of it, so they're just gonna go back to eating the way they were before. On the other side of that, there is a group of people that are very savvy to marketing and media and its impact, and they feel like they can't be influenced by that, which is great, but then that group of people kind of rebels against the superfoods, and since everyone is claiming they're so great and these people know there's nothing that great about them, then they just aren't eating any of those healthy foods, because at this point so many health foods have been labeled superfoods. So really the point of this video was to show you there's no such thing as a superfood, and how much the marketing of foods can affect how people see different foods. Sure, it's great if you include acai berries or mushrooms or kale or quinoa into your diet. I would love for you to do that, and that is not what I'm saying at all by saying superfoods is not a real thing. I love that people are trying to incorporate more of these fruits and vegetables into their diet, but they need to be incorporated into an overall healthy diet. Just eating a superfood is not going to cause some miracle to happen. There is no one food that is going to make you lose weight or going to cure a disease or, you know, gonna solve all of your problems. That comes from an overall healthy and balanced diet. So I hope that this video was informative, and I hope it kind of opened your eyes a little bit to the world of food marketing and what a difference it can make in how you view different foods. If you want me to talk more about food marketing and, you know, kind of the shady things or the differences that food marketing can make, then let me know, because that might be interesting. And yeah, tell me what you think about superfoods in the comments below. And of course, let me know what other kind of videos you want to see. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you have not already. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week.